Great day in silver today, guys. But before we talk about some of that price action coming right up, I just want to show you this really interesting photo here on Wall Street Silver of a guy who attached four pieces of 10 kilograms each of silver onto what looks like wood in order to make dumbbells for exercising. Now, I like exercising, so this is pretty awesome. I honestly think this would be a good idea for, I don't know, just some kind of niche business thing for somebody to get into while silver's in the news. But yeah, I just want to show you this, guys, in case you guys have some silver that you want to turn into dumbbells yourself. But let's look at the silver price action, because I want to talk about some things that I didn't get to talk about on Sunday, which was yesterday. And first, we're going to talk about the pattern here of the double bottom. So that's this first bottom and this second bottom here. Now, the first bottom, in order for a double bottom to look really, really good, you really want to see that second bottom lower than the first bottom. The thinking is that if the pattern continues to break below the first bottom, it's going to really scare people out of whatever asset it is that you're analyzing, to the point where people are going to be like, okay, I'm out of this. I'm not even holding on to this anymore. And usually it's a good strategy. And then you wait, and then you try to get in wherever it bottoms so you can get in on the upside. And this pattern shows up pretty frequently. Of course, this is technical analysis, so obviously, you can read anything you want through the tea leaves, but this pattern generally plays out pretty frequently, so it's pretty bullish. And whenever you see this happening, obviously you're gonna have times where you're gonna just shoot up, but then you're gonna have some times of consolidation and then shooting back up and then consolidating. So yesterday I talked about how Friday's close looks like we were possibly establishing a resistance level, just taking a look at the high we hit and where we closed for that day. And lo and behold, when I added the moving averages, the 20, 60, and 250-day moving average, and looked at the price action for today, I saw similar behavior within this candlestick of hitting a high and then dropping back down, retreating from that resistance level. And I saw the 60-day pretty much moving along with where the trading activity in March developed. And yesterday I mentioned how the trading activity in March was pretty much where we're starting to see some resistance. And if we can break above that, that will be a fantastic sign. But yesterday I did mention that, hey, we might start seeing some resistance, particularly around that $26.30 level, and just generally around that area. So we might be seeing that today. But honestly, things look pretty bullish for me, and I expect that we're having some consolidation today, and we should be expecting some continued movement upwards. If you take a look at gold as well, it's heading up, kind of a similar thing, went up, retreated a bit, but it's definitely continuing its move upward, and its 20-day looks like it's really eyeing the 60-day, and it might cross, or it probably will cross maybe in the coming weeks. So what's causing all this? Why is silver and gold moving up? Well, recently, you've probably been noticing that the DXY, the dollar index, has been coming down, and we're currently at the low 91s. We are getting close to the high 90s, guys. When was the last time we saw that? So that's really fantastic to seeing the dollar weaken against its competitors. And of course, we have some fundamentals as to why. Now, obviously, I want to get this out of here. Britain, it has been looking pretty favorable recently, as the pound has been performing pretty well in the last 5 trading days against the US dollar. Take a look at where we are today, going up from 139 to 140 today for the pound against the US dollar. And if you take a look at the currency movements Some have already been seeing how the pound has been performing pretty well against the dollar this year, and this paragraph kind of illustrates this, or this article illustrates this. Check this out. The British pound advanced over 0.5% against the euro and went higher by 1% against the dollar at the start of the new week. Gains in sterling were widespread and cut across the various currency classes, suggesting some genuine outperformance by the UK unit, which has been one of the better performers of 2021. So the pound has been doing really well. And we know that when you take a look at some of these vid cases here, they've been coming down really quickly when it comes to what we can't talk about. But it's been coming down precipitously, and that's a good sign for the UK as far as strong economic activity coming in sooner rather than later. And obviously, with stronger economic activity comes investment. So investors could be looking at, hey, let's go and get into the pound, and let's get into some, and the country might also start seeing some movement and moving and shaking as far as economic activity is concerned. Whereas countries like the US, though we are open in some areas, may not be open as much as the UK may be or may be in the future, just given the amount of cases that have been coming down. Now, I don't live in the UK, so maybe some of you guys in the comment section can tell me if you've been noticing any difference as far as restrictions in economic activity within across the pond, I should say. But as far as silver and gold are liking this, they're liking this a lot. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion for goldandsilvertoday.com.